G'day everyone, 14's grand final, Div 2, Aaron Roberts in the box. We've got North versus South. The game caught us out because it's meant to be a few minutes away, but anyway, we'll get stuck in. We're having a bit of a chit-chat to the president of South 90 Footy Club, Brendan Polk, who's joined us in the commentary today. G'day, Brendan.
Thanks, Aaron. It's great to be here up on level 4, checking out the football and seeing these two teams play for the first time in the grand final.
Yeah, a quirk of how this division's done. Lots of machinations gone throughout the year, but this will be a really intriguing one. As early doors is Hume off half back, the ball's inside. So far, your club's been in 2. Brendan?
Yeah, it's been a great start. Obviously, the results haven't gone our way, but that's the way football goes, and you build a bit of resilience and you go again the next year.
Somehow that ball's gone to the right, but interesting, you know, you've teams with 2, you've got to play around with, you know, you play and list and young kids in one group, older kids, so plenty to look forward to. And this game here, how do you think your players, this Div 2 South side, they've come from a long way?
They've come from a long way. We're like the Stephen Bradbury of the competition. We've come from the bottom. We've worked our way through the finals, and we're playing a fantastic team in North Lonnie here. I think they've got about 11 on the bench. I'm not sure how they do the rotations, but it's going to be a great game.
It's a long way down the list. I look at their list at Dudman, Angus Dudman, number 80. So they've got some big numbers in this team. High ball up towards their forward 50. Petts is involved there. He tries to push off McLaren. He's energetic around the football. The loose ball comes out. McLaren has an opportunity to dispose of it. Out wide now.
It looks like little Humey over the side there. North Lonnie player.
Now there's a ball directed back inside forward 50. And Stone's got it. So the first decent opportunity, probably still too far out to score. Still in contest here. South are hanging on for dear life at the moment. Now North rush the ball inside their forward 50. Notice the ground's pretty soft out there as well still. It's maybe a high tackle, not called. Quick kick off the ground. Ball still loose inside. A lot of pressure here on the North Launceston forwards at the moment. Is going to get one out the back here. Should be a goal. It's hit the post. Their second poster.
Bit of a poster there. It looks like who we got kicking out here. Number 35.
Charlie, is it?
It's Charlie. He's just got back from the UK.
Was that a nice holiday, has he?
Come back last week.
So long ball inside. So they've had all the attack at the moment, North Launceston. And through for a minor score. So 3 scoring shots here to North early doors. So Ledlow now just very casually, Brendan, just cruising out of defence.
Very casual out there. You might think he's still on holiday coming back, but yeah, he's kicked it back into the North Lonnie contingent there.
Yeah, they're set up well behind play. Still the anti-density playing as a group of players find their way around the footy. French involved.
It's a big mark.
I should say it's not French. I should say it's Brown involved, and he takes a great grab.
Fantastic grab, right in front, about 30 metres out.
So deep entry, very high ball as well. And the South Lonnie defender just need to get the right hands from Petts.
Big Petsy.
Yeah.
Normally solid back there, but he just couldn't stop that one.
So Brown with a shot, and he's gone to the right, and another minor score to North Launceston. So North technically, they finished 6.
Yeah, they finished in the Tier 2 division, top of the Tier 2 division, which is 6th, and South finished 9th.
So a lot of work. South beat East Coast last week, and they were one of the probably favourites for this Division 2 once the competition was split. For those that don't know, the 12s and 14s playing in one big comp, and then they kind of split it and played around with the roster to ensure that you play teams similar on the ladder, as that's been pinched out the back to Rupert Williams.
Little Jet Norton there with the helmet, number 12. Fantastic little player from the back of Bracknell there. It'll be a little bit cold out there, Peach, today.
Yeah, well, look, I'm looking at the mountains. Mount Barrow's got a fair bit of snow. I think that's 1,300 metres up, so I imagine it's the tiers have got a bit of snow on them as well. So easily in the ruck contest was Stone. Now the runner, that's probably holding the ball though. He's pushed off there, Barton Hagen, and I think he's being called for holding the ball.
Great tackle by Rupert Williams there, out on the wing.
So Williams defensive side of the ground. And a good mark taken by Stone. Common name in the North Lonning team. They've got a few big stones that have run around their junior teams for a few years. And he's just on the defensive side of centre wing. He drives the ball up further forward. A juggling mark by Bardenhagen. He gets this one. There's not a lot of movement though. Pokey is there.
Very stationary as he gets it into centre half forward there. Casey Newstead makes a spoil with Ethan Lett kicking it out wide there.
Yeah, it's a good ball, but Stone again just a little bit too big as he releases it out. So Stone looks for someone further afield. It's a long searching ball in. He's looking for Brown. And Brown again takes his second contested mark.
Too strong, those big boys. They're very strong. South Lonnie need to be looking around those players as they keep putting it back to them.
So the defenders for who's on Stone at the moment, I should say who's on Brown at the moment.
That looks like
might be
Swain,
isn't it?
Swain.
So the kick on goal floats its way through. I was about to say the Robins. The Bombers are away.
Bombers are up. Get the first goal on the board.
So big favourites into this grand final, the Bombers team. They've got some very solid players, Pokey, don't they?
Some big boys. I reckon our biggest boy out there would be 5'10".
Yep.
I'm just looking at Bo Stone there as he runs back to the centre. I'm not sure on height, but I reckon he's a 6'2", 6'3".
I'm getting the binoculars out because he does look. He's a very not just is he tall, he's solid as well.
But it's great to be here at UTAS. First time for a lot of these players to be playing on this ground today.
They look forward to it as well, don't they?
They certainly do, and it's certainly something regardless of the result. They look forward and they can say to their mates at school on Monday they played at UTAS.
All right, so ball up in the middle of the ground. There's Stone just getting it out of the ruck. He's in trouble. He better kick it. He didn't. Great play from Brown.
He's like a running gazelle, Brown, number 17. He'll get her and he'll just go.
Well, that was a fantastic tackle, and Stone just had it for a little bit too long. Contest now. Shipper gets a ground. South Launceston's first decent entry inside their forward 50. Rush ball in. Numbers around the fall of the footy here for the Bombers. It's going to be knocked off the ground now. It's picked up here by Garwood. Garwood can't get it. Coming in is Bonner. And the boundary line. In fact, it gets through for a behind.
Big Will Garwood, very good basketball on the northern coast of Tasmania. He's I believe he might be making a state basketball team, but we'll see how he goes in the football.
Yeah, okay, well, he's got to do the job on the grass stuff at the moment. That's a very high ball. Bargenhagen in the middle of two dogs, and he wins out. Good start for him. He's had two good contested marks. Given away a free kick, but he's been lively early. High ball up. He's looking for some more tall timber. There's a stack of tall legs and arms out there for the Bombers, and the Hart giving away a free kick. So he's gone inboard. Something we didn't see that enough really is that little wet spots getting in the way as Campbell Brown. Quick ball up to Eddie Cook. Nice little run on here now. They're on their bikes up towards Williams. Good ball from Williams.
Ollie Keating there takes the grab about 40 metres out. He's looking around. It
was a nice lead from Keating, wasn't it?
It was a fantastic lead, and it's good to see him get an early mark early in the game.
Well, look at this. He's got to play it. Well, he had all by himself was White Garwood, and unfortunately overcooked the kick. Ball's going to come back out again. Let in there first. It just beats him in front of the South Lonnie faithful.
Looks a little bit spongy out there.
It is spongy. I walked across it before, and it's proper wet through that, I suppose, half flank area. And, yeah, very wet in the forward 50, around 20 metres out from goal. So the right fist of Brown knocks it over the boundary line, and we'll do it all again.
I reckon one player to watch here is number 19 for South Launceston. That's Eddie Cook. Eddie Cook's only been in the country for about a year from Hong Kong. He's our import.
Okay.
The coach's son.
The fly-in. Okay, good one. Another good contest. Bargenhagen at ground level, held up in the tackle by Garwood. It's a bit chilly out there, isn't it, Pokey?
It's a little bit chilly. I walked up those stairs with two coats on. I must say my fitness isn't great, but I was still cold when I got up here.
Yeah, well, we've got the heater cranked up, but we do have the window open because dust filming just to the left-hand side of us as Bardenhagen tried to bring it in, and that's where it is really wet. The water coming off both the artificial turf and also the boundary line. Some of our sponsors, IGA, Maccas, Hawthorn, Sherrin and LRF. Thanks for those that have chipped in to make this NTJFA season successful. Good ruck contest. Lawrence was involved. Tries to get his hands free. He's going to be in trouble if he brings them down. South Lonnie been good around the stoppages so far today. In particular, Campbell Brown looks really capable. Scooping down. was French. Like he goes wide. It's a good releasing ball to Williams. Williams kicks great.
And here he is, Junior Gumboot.
Gumboot goes. And he goes to the right. I think he kicks a bit better, doesn't he, his old man? So the reason we're talking about this is Harry's father is heavily involved with South Lonnie. He was South Lonnie legend, did play for St Pat's. And in 2001, Duff captured the dad, Matty Gambles, or Gumboot as he's called, because he kicks like he's wearing a gumboot, at Youngtown. But anyway, we'll go back to Brown. Tight in the pocket to the left to Minor. In fact, it's missed everything. And yeah, Gumboot, he was, they had vision. I think it was was a game record he was doing, Duff, or something? I can't remember what you were, one of those old shows you used to do back in the day. Yeah, and he kicked a goal, went and played on and kicked the man of mark. It's quite a famous bit. Anyway, we're on half back here at the moment. Picked up by Shipper. And that's probably a free kick, is it? Yeah, it is. So South will go. They've had some good moments, Pokey, the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's a lot of forward momentum here in the centre half forward region there.
Anyway, it's been picked up by Bardenhagen. Gee, that's classy from Bardenhagen. Held it in one hand and then delivered a nice ball further afield. At the moment, you can see disparity a little bit from the length and arms of the North Launceston players, but they're set up nicely. That's cleverly done by Lynch. He delivers the ball, but it's pinched by Lawrence. We have actually got the footage. So Jerry's got the footage of Gumboot. We might try and get that up at quarter time, Jerry. So don't go anywhere if you're a Gambles fan. Geez, he looks young there too, doesn't he? We've got footage here anyway.
Well, he hasn't changed much.
No, it's the same haircut. Same haircut. High ball up. Middle hold, not called by the umpire. Good mark taken. North have got it. There's a stone there on the boundary line yelling out with a bit of energy. Into the pocket. And there he is again. Brown takes a great mark.
Just too big down there for Petsy at the moment. The coaching panel down there for South are going to have a really good think about what they're going to do with this tall timber.
I mean, it's hard to play him in front too, isn't it? Because he's got so much body. So Brown from 20. Brown delivers, and with all the play at one end of the ground, it goes to the right-hand side of the screen, the town end, and Brown responds for the Bombers.
Great goal there. I've just been watching rotations here for North Lonnie, and they're doing a fantastic job there. Jackson Stone, one of the co-coaches, as they roll two more players off.
29 players they've got on their list. And this is a challenge. I know a few clubs over the journey, Pokey, have kind of not had all their players come who are eligible to play. And I can understand that because it does make it hard. And I've definitely seen a team lose a grand final because they could not get through their rotations. It impacted.
Yeah, 100%. And I think they're doing a great job, and it's great to see them all getting game today.
Yeah, if you can make it happen, it certainly is a great formative, but it does make it challenging. In the old days when I think you had the half rule, or whatever the rule was in the NTJFA, you had to play a half. It was nearly impossible to rotate all those players through. So North Launceston got the early lead. They're the favourites today. And Brown up forward. Where is he? He's coming. He crashes into his own player. Sticks him on his backside. The ball goes out now. Slow race on here for Cooper. Knocks the ball backwards. Been really good off half back. Is Campbell Brown for the Dogs. High ball up towards the centre of the ground, but it's been easily marked.
He went through like a freight train then.
Yeah.
Credit to the North Lonnie boy. He bounced straight back up.
So long ball inside, forward 50. Push out the back. It's been stolen by Seb. He's gone a little wider now. It's a loose ball out. The race is on. Young Hume with it. He didn't have a lot of options. Nicks the ball out a bit further. Spinning around trouble. It's a dangerous ball. It's not going to favour anyone. In the end, though, it's fell in the hands of Dudman. A long way down the list. The 29th player on my list. Had to search all the way for number 80, and he's found number 23, and not a bad number for a forward.
Number 80, you don't see that very often, Peach.
There is I think there's a triple figure in one of the teams today.
Iconic. Iconic. This guy's going well down here, centre half forward. Providing dangers, goes back.
Yeah, has he snuck it in? No, he's gone to the right. The only thing, he's had 4 shots on goal. He's kicked 2-2. And they've all been from around 30 metres directly in front. So he's providing some problems.
Sun's out. Less than a minute to go.
Yeah, we've got a great view. We'll probably have a look at the mountain. The sun is out, but Mount Barrow is caked in some snow. Call on half forward. Tackle laid by Hart. So 50 out. As the hooter sounds, and an entertaining first quarter from both sides. South Launceston did have their opportunities in the end, 2-4-16 to 2 behinds for South. The forward entries for North Launceston. They had a few more over South Donny, but South Donny worked their way back into the game. Maybe a couple of comments from you, Pokey, on some of the players you thought did a good job.
Yeah, look, it's no doubt Bardenhagen off that back flank, fantastic, and running down the wing. Obviously the tall timber for North Lonnie. It's hard to go past them. For the South Lonnie team, Rupert Williams, dominant through the middle there. The Gazelle in himself, Brownie. But look, the coaching panel for South Lonnie, they've got a few headaches there. They've got to think outside those tall players that they kick out. But credits to North Lonnie, they're rotating really well, and I did count 11 players on their bench there, Peach.
Yeah, okay, so there's a bit of work to do. What we are going to show, though, before we go and have a quick breather, we've actually got Gumboot live from 24 years ago of Harry, the dad of Harry, and we'll throw now to that.
On Football Life, we're talking with Matthew Gamble. They call you Gumboot. Why is that?
They call me Gumboot maybe because when I used to kick a goal, they thought I had a gumboot on my foot, so I wasn't the best at kicks. So I've sort of improved on that a little bit, but yeah.
I believe you're also a performer. Tell us about your performance in the recent review.
I didn't do an act of such. There was a few 5 or 6 acts in our players' review, and I went in with some pats, and I come a third, very close second, so it wasn't too bad. A little bit of fun.
Now this was a Miss St Pat's competition, so you frocked up?
Yeah, I did frock up a little bit. Not as much as others, but yeah, I didn't want to show too much. So,
what did you actually wear?
I wore one of my grandma's old swimsuits, which is probably 50 odd years old. So had that on, and yeah, had the wig, and did a bit of surfing to the Beach Boys songs, and yeah.
Was it revealing?
Oh, not really, no. A little bit towards the end, so that's about it. I haven't really got that good stuff to reveal, so.
That's not what I've heard.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Now, are you expecting a tough game against Campbelltown? They've won 35 straight.
Yeah, it should be a tough game. We played in 99 and beat them in the premiership, but that's the past now. So this year we've had 2 defeats by them, and this is the last game of the round. And bar a few injuries, we've got 21 blokes on the ground, so it should be good and have a good hit out today, yeah.
Second half action here. Duff TV, Aaron Robertson, Brendan Polk, the president of South Lonnie, in the commentary box at the moment. The headache is, as Brendan mentioned, number 23 for North Launceston. 4 contested marks inside forward, 54 shots, but he's missed 2. And South have got a bit of work to do. 2-4-16 to 2 behinds. Coaching staff, what do you think their comments would have been, Pokey, at quarter time?
Look, it'll be interesting to see what Gumboot and Cookie had to say down there. It's obviously going to start in the middle here with Stone. He'll probably get a direct hit, but the little midfielders there for South. They've got a bit of work to do, and obviously the back line there to stop the flow of those goals.
Plenty of the ball around general play, though, South Lonnie. So they're in the play. Around the stoppages, they were really good. It was just that entry, and there's that Stone thump. Bardenhagen nearly falls over his own feet. Handballs out a little bit further wide to Walker. Here comes Brown over the top of him. Ineffective. First onto itself. He needs to be careful because Wages coming over the top. There's the dangerous hands of Campbell Brown as he gets a long barrel He goes out of bounds on the full. Probably had a little bit more time.
A little bit of time there, but he runs. And when he runs, he just keeps going. So it's good to see Brandon with the ball in the hand early.
I don't think there's too many that can catch him as well out there in the field. But North Lonnie with the ball. Little stab pass into the pocket. Didn't really impact on anybody. Stone down there. He tries to win it. He looks up. Beats one. Beats two. Beats probably three in the end. Swinging handball out wide. Finds Griffith. Now the run again. Long shot to the top of the square. Should be killed off here. But it wasn't though. Swain at ground level. Picked up now by Wager. Hit the post. Needed to kill that one then. Mason Swain.
Very lucky there, South Lonnie.
So 2-5 early score.
So we've got Charlie Laidlaw about to kick out here.
Yeah, he's been under the pump. He's got a nice boot on him though. He kicks a little bit wider. Crawford was meant to be on the end of that, and he misses it out of bounds.
Now, Peach, what height do you reckon Stone is?
Well, he'd be 6'2", wouldn't he? He'd be a bit taller than me. Well, maybe he's 6'3". I mean, everyone around. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that Crawford's that short. Yeah, he's had a decent growth spurt. Bardenhagen at the back of that contest. Spins out, gets around one, tight in the pocket, screws it around the corner. Defenders are there for South Lonnie for now. Was missed by Jetson. And we'll have a ball up. Yeah, that's certainly, that's been called. Did he spin him? 360 in the tackle.
360 in the tackle there on Ethan Lett. As North Lonnie go back in the pocket.
Yeah, so difficult spot to kick a goal, but not impossible.
I'm backing him. I reckon he's got it.
All right, we'll see what he can do. The umpire stands still. And so does the post.
Charlie Laidlaw's kicking out. And as I said, he's just got back from the UK, so he'll be slowly warming up.
The summertime. And he's going to have to find an option because at the moment there's very little, because that is dangerous to Stone. Down on it first. Williams at the side of the pack. Campbell Brown trying to win the footy. And the umpire will have the ball. In fact, it's not. It's a free kick. Missed that one.
It's a free kick to Brown.
So Brown's got it. He's got a player out there. Maybe need to switch the play. I think it's a good ball. They've got some run here. Finds Letts off half back. He gets his right boot under some pressure though. It spills out towards Banfield. I think that was deliberate from Banfield. Cleverly knocks the ball over. Watch the Gardner.
Harry Gamble with a tackle there.
There you go. He's got involved in it. Skipper now. Here they come. The Dogs run forward, up towards half forward. The hands now of Garwood. He can't get it. He throws the North Launceston player. That's holding the ball. It's been shot on goal for Garwood.
Great tackle there by Garwood, and a great decision by Dengate, the central umpire.
Why is he playing on? He is playing on and they're away. So the Dogs have got one through Garwood, and well deserved, because that was a very, very good tackle.
Quick turnover from the half-back line there, Peach. Got it straight down out to our little Bracknell import through to, or I'd probably say the tackle of Gamble.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Gamble got that turnover, didn't he? So he's involved, given some confidence. And Garwood, just interesting how he just decided to launch into it.
It was certainly in a bit of a hurry there, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's a goal, and it's 2-6-18 to 1-2-8.
There we go. It looks frosty up there, doesn't it?
Very frosty, very frosty.
I reckon there'll be plenty on Ben Loma today, enjoying the nice weather and the skis. Stone drops the ball down. Unsuccessful, his tap. I don't think we've got a number 5 for North Lonnie. They've obviously had a change of jumper out there. Here comes Bardenhagen. Wants to get on his bike. He slowly releases the kick after a decent run. Griffin now first to it. He looks up. He wants to go a scoopy looking handball. It's out wide now, looking for Walker. Walker, and the umpire said, have you run too far? Must have done.
Young Jimmy Lynch here. He's got a big story. He's had a knee injury all year, and he came back 3 games ago, so it's great to see him out there.
I know, called for not disposing of the footy. Anyway, South Lonnie with the ball off half back. Another goal will be really handy here. That's just kept inside the boundary line. Only just. With the coaching, if you're a coach here, Pokey, how do you just tell the kids, do you get them to move the ball laterally, take on the middle? What's the thoughts of the strategies on such a big ground?
No doubt. Cookie would be his approach or his message there at the start was to believe, take them on, get your head over the ball. But yeah, certainly they're going to have to be kicking out wide amongst some of these movers for North Lonnie.
Yeah, Priest involved. Bardenhagen, classy, clever little kick over the top. Gee, that was good from Bardenhagen. Composed at the last moment, and his right boot did the job and found a teammate further up the field directly in front. You'll see here in the replay just how clever this bit of football was. Once again, Lawrence has done a couple of good things around the footy. There we go. That was very deliberate. So, North Lonnie via Walker. Lucas is 35 metres out. The kick's going to stay to the right. And a few missed opportunities now. 2-7, North Launceston.
I must say, Bardenhagen has it on a string. He's working overtime, and that effort by Lawrence there is fantastic.
Yeah, he's been sort of good at the back end or the back side of the stoppages, Bardenhagen. High ball up. Right on cue. That's a clever ball, although it's just fallen in front of Brown. He gets the ball out the wide. Look for Wager. Brown tries to go again. South Lonnie set up. If they can get this one away. Let with a quick ball up. That's a good mark. Taken, slide, swinging high. Might be Priest because they've done a couple of they've done it dirty on us, haven't they? They've changed a few jumpers here.
We go from 75 to 80, but this is 76 out there.
Yeah, we might be Priest. They might have swung him around. There he goes again. We'll check that one at half time. Campbell looks up. There he goes. Gets on his bike. Loves it.
Here he is.
It's a good kick too. Gamble's there. He's trying to get involved in the footy. It's probably a throw. And he knew it as well. He stopped in mid-play. Couple of good moments here.
Great moments here. This is Eddie Cook, number 19, and he will run. He'll get it on the left foot as he kicks it into Will Garwood.
Chef goes at the back, the right spot. And he keeps some numbers around the footy. In there's Garwood, and he makes sure that one's going. No, it's still in play. Swung out the back now. Gee, they're got some space now. That might be Priest again. He drops the football. Quick kick out. Gets it up towards centre wing. Let's look at Stone plot along. He gets a little bump. That still didn't get off. Hart tried to lay a bump and Stone went nowhere. And a ball up.
Little Mason Hume there. Fantastic player, Mason Hume for North Lonnie. Son of Jamie. Famous name here at North Lonnie.
There's both benches. That bench is going to go soon too, actually. That's high. Bardenhagen wins a free. So Cooper tries it down the line, looking for Stone. He had a limited work to do on Self, who's got a big job on him. Probably twice as much weight, I reckon, or size-wise, and into the hands of number 60. We don't have a 60 either. They really have changed the numbers around, haven't they, that back end?
Could be their little play with me up here in the commentary.
They're swinging jumpers all over the place. They've got 29 players to choose from today. Kicks a little wide and Brown was unable to get to it. A minus score. So 2-9 is the tally for North.
He's let in the back pocket here.
It's been good, hasn't he, Let?
He's been great.
Yeah,
great.
The kick's not as effective as he'd like it to be. Falls in the hands of Norton. Bardenhagen trying to pressure him. Swinging ball out by Led again. That's a great kick from him. Finds French on space. Now there's a nice little run on one here, just right in front of us. And he will hold. That's probably a hold. Hordle giving away the free kick. And that's clever. Get in front of the player in the mark. McLaren now. Good kick from him. And there's a mismatch again. As Triffitt came over the top.
Little Jet Norton, number 12.
So he looks up Norton with the helmet on. He tries to a stack of players at half forward. The ball's just going to pop out the back of the pack. Duffy might get there first. He's everywhere, Duffy. Now they've got the run on. Pearce. I should say Priest. A lot of space. Andy Dempsey working a treat. Max Shelf to it first. He can't win the football. Stone gets to it. He's going to have to run past one. Stone gets to 35. Steadies with his left boot. And it's gone to the right-hand side.
He's fantastic, Stone. Brother of Jackson down there. And I'm just watching those rotations for North Lonnie. Geez, they're doing a good job, Peach.
Yeah, unreal. I don't know how they're managing it. The kids have got to know to come off as well, don't they, Pokey? Interestingly, we were saying that the first 2 games, the 12s, they're a lot lighter. Now the bigger boys are on the ground. The ground is starting to get cut up a little bit, which won't have a major impact as we're not expecting any more rain as the South Lonnie player has been called to play on, and Brown can actually run at him. He's just standing there. Anyway, high ball up, looking for Hart. He goes up early. At the bottom of the pack is Poke. It's a good mark by Laidlaw. Haven't seen too much of Charlie today. Good aggressive kick, trying to get a little 45 going. The umpire actually paid that mark. Laidlaw again. Looks upfield. Great little contest. What can Norton do? And he somehow get Triffett in some trouble. Cook involved in the contest.
Just watching Norton here sneak down the forward line. He hasn't got a defender on him, so if the ball does get down there, it's going to be quite interesting.
Now he finally picks him up. Triffett works out that he's got about 30 metres up, but that doesn't help when the ruckman hits it 30 metres further up the field as the players clash. Poke involved. And a good defensive mark. Duffy with it.
Great mark by Duffy there for the halfback. Always put in centre there. Oh, it's danger, but great kick.
Poor checking there, but anyway, it's in the hands now. North Lonnie with the advantage. Have come from top spot. It's an odd kick, really. It's gone out wide to Gardner. Gamble on his knees in the mud. Little sneaky one off the ground.
It's Campbell Brown with the ball running through the centre.
It's hard to stop him, isn't it? He must what schools he go to? I feel like he might do a runner at the school gates every day.
St Patrick's College Year 7 student.
Okay, all right. Well, he's been very, very prominent today. He's might be a fairly decent middle distance runner, I reckon. Out wide. Well, coming straight. There you go, straight off the bench. That's what you do. You just sneak off the bench. That was Colgrave. He might get it back again. They slide into it.
A great tackle there by Gamble there at the on his half-back line.
Yeah, he's been all right defensively, hasn't he?
I think he stepped up since you started talking about his famous father, Gumbert.
Yeah. We might call him the Espadrille. I'm not sure. Not also an easy shoe to kick a football with. The back of the pack. It's been worked out by Hume. His kick's a little ineffective. Newstead has a chance.
There's a great bump there by North Lonnie and a turnover.
So Dudman. The left boot's dangerous. Brown at the back. Petts first now. He's going to have to get onto Brown because Brown managed to get back to the contest. Lovely little handball by Brown. That's holding the ball, isn't it? Maybe not. Just got his handball away at the right time. Now, we're talking about Roach and I, we're talking about canteens. Now, the South Lonnie, I've eaten there this year, but canteen, we're doing a top 3 canteens. Any that stand out for you, Pokey?
Look, the senior club run the canteen at South Lonnie, and it's hard to go past a few of the items up there. I'm a chicken burger man up there.
Okay.
Michael Harris, he's the main man in the background there working away.
Oh, Harry's doing that, is he? Cooking chicken burgers.
He works overtime, Harry, there in the canteen.
Well, I had the Lions Club did a decent sausage before in a roll with some onion, pretty good, with a bit of potato. Anyway, back in the action here. It's just very sloppy at the moment. We've got about a minute left in the first half. It is pretty tight, inaccurate kicking.
Certainly,
good defence.
Certainly is tight. 9 points, North Lonnie. They could be a long way in front, but it has tightened it up with a bit under a minute to go.
I'm just interested where the goal's going to come as Gamble. That's a good mark. The South goals, Pokey, where are they coming from?
Look, I reckon in the second half, you're going to see an Eddie Cook, a Will Gard, even a little Jet Norton up there. But once again, North Lonnie through Stone, through Lawrence, Bardenhagen, it's very tough.
Now there's a chance. Keating, can he get it in front of himself? Just keep the ball alive. He does, but then he gets tackled by Wadley. Wadley involved. Keating again. Out the back now. Gardner. Priest involved. And the hooter sounds for half-time in the North Launceston lead. Only just extended. They weren't able to get a goal in that quarter. Instead, they got 5 behind. South, on the other hand, did get their first score through Garwood, 2 goals to Jackson Brown. He's had 5 attempts on goal, and just the 2 to him. But it's been a tight last 7 or 8 minutes, Pokey, where South worked their way back into the game. Pretty even around the ground. Just their ability to link up and score, and some very big North players have had a big dominance so far.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just looking at Bardenhagen here on the side. Looks like he's having a banana at half time, and I think the coaching crew would be considering what they're going to do with Bardenhagen in the second half.
Do they do run? Is there a run with player in the south side at all?
Oh, I don't know, but we do have a little X factor in Lockie French there. He just come back from the National Cross Country Carnival last week. I think he got 35th in Australia, so he's probably one you would think about putting him on, Bardenhagen. But once again, the big boys for North, I don't know how they're going to stop Stone and Lawrence through the field. Yeah,
Lawrence has been good late. Stone has been great. And Brown up forward's been very good as well. It's been a tough, grinding match, though, as both teams level the ledger as South Lonnie got the only goal of that second quarter. We have a break here on Duff TV. It's Division 2. 14's grand final here at York Park. We'll be back soon. Play still the anti-density playing as a group of players find their way around the footy. French involved.
It's a big mark.
I should say it's not French. I should say it's Brown involved, and he takes a great grab.
Fantastic grab right in front of the makes a spoil with Ethan Lett kicking it out wide there.
Yeah, it's a good ball, but Stone again just a little bit too big as he releases it out. So Stone looks for someone further afield. It's a long searching ball in. He's looking for Brown, and Brown again takes his second contested mark.
Too strong, those big boys. They're very strong. South Lonnie need to be looking around those players as they keep putting it back to them.
So the defenders for who's on Stone at the moment, I should say who's on Brown at the moment.
That looks like
might be Swain, isn't it?
Swain.
So the kick on goal floats its way through. I was about to say the Robins. The Bombers are away.
Bombers are up. Get the first goal on the board.
So big favourites into this grand final, the Bombers team. They've got some nice little run on here now. They're on their bikes up towards Williams. Good ball from Williams.
Ollie Keating there takes the grab. About 40 metres out. He's looking around. It
was a nice lead from Keating, wasn't it?
It was a fantastic lead, and it's good to see him get an early mark early in the game.
This. He's got to play it. Well, he had all by himself was White Garwood, and unfortunately overcooked the kick. Ball's going to come back out again. Let in there first. It just beats him in front of the South Lonnie faithful. Boundary line yelling out with a bit of energy. Into the pocket. And there he is again. Brown. Takes a great mark.
Just too big down there for Petsy at the moment. The coaching panel down there for South are going to have a really good think about what they're going to do with this tall timber.
It's hard to play him in front too, isn't it? Because he's got so much body. So Brown from 20. Brown delivers, and with all the play at one end of the ground, it goes to the right-hand side of the screen, the town end, and Brown responds for the Bombers.
Great goal there. I've just been watching the rotations here.
That was delivered from Banfield. Cleverly knocks the ball over. Watch the Gardner.
Harry Gamble with a tackle there.
There you go. He's got involved in it. Skipper now. Here they come. The Dogs run forward, up towards half forward. The hands now of Garwood. He can't get it. He throws the North Launceston player. That's holding the ball. It's been shot on goal for Garwood.
Great tackle there by Garwood, and a great decision by Dengate, the central umpire.
Why is he playing on? He is playing on, and they're away.
Here he is.
It's a good kick too. Gamble's there. He's trying to get involved in the footy. It's probably a throw. And he knew it as well. He stopped in mid-play. Welcome back. Duff TV, Aaron Roberts, Brendan Polk on the live stream at the moment. And we had some real good goss at half-time. We had to get some numbers right. So we've got Chevy Jarman 60 and Tarkin Roden is 76. However, the most interesting thing, apparently a few of the jumpers and Guernseys were cooked and they weren't able to be used. So they had to swap some jumpers around. So there you go. And also it's a South Lonnie free kick. That's an interchange infringement and a 50-metre penalty. So we go through the motions that, I mean, Pokey, there's so many players on the north bench. You can imagine that you're probably going to make a mistake, aren't you?
Oh, look, I think they're doing a great job down there. And I'd probably, if I was there, I'd have a few more errors. But look, it's unlucky, but it brings a bit of excitement to this game with South Lonnie slightly behind North Lonnie in this third quarter.
So Brown from 35 metres gets very close to the player in the mark. The kick is going to fall a little short. Gamble was there. Keating involved. He'll get to it first. He gets a bit too easily shoved off the football by Wise. Stone. Not very often that Stone gets taken out and holding the footy. Great stuff by Shipper. Now this is a tough spot. The Brad Cox Goodyear pocket. He's having a shot though. Curling around. It's a ripper. How about that? The slipper of Shipper was brilliant.
Great kick by Shipper, and I believe he's a left footer. So to do that on his right foot in the pocket, the Brad Cox Goodyear pocket is fantastic.
Unreal. So we'll just go back to the centre of the ground. Just repeat, there was an interchange, multiple interchange mistakes, we'll call them, and we feel a bit sorry for North Lonnie. They've got nearly a dozen players on the bench. Here's the goal. Look at that. There is no room whatsoever. And a great little celebration from his team, they know. So that meant Campbell Brown got both the free kick as the ruck and a 50-metre penalty. So they were warned, North Launceston, that they'd done a couple of infringements. So you can see the spaces. They've got to come off in the right spot. And a couple of kids. Stone ruck contests missed. Dancing through number 5. That's another one that we don't have as well.
Stone kicks it into centre half forward. It's a great lead and a great mark there for North Launceston.
Yeah, so Jetson, he's had a little bit of the ball. And he's going to be kicking. And he could respond 2-9-21 to 2-2-14. And here's Stone. That left boot's good, isn't it, Pokey?
He's unstoppable through that middle there.
Yeah, I reckon he'd knock you and I over. That's not the greatest kick. It's going to fall short. Straight into the hands. And it's found Jarman.
Jarman. Our new number change.
Yeah.
From 30 to 60.
Yeah, he's gone down. That's good. We need lower numbers. And that's just poor in the end. It was straight over the head of Lynch. And they're going to respond here, the Bombers. Oh, hello. Jarman.
Love the celebration.
Well, I don't know.
Is it Duzma?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's Essendon now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Duzma, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a great goal.
Interesting. So a good response to the Bombers. They move the margin back out to 3-9-27 to 2-2-14. Their first goal since 2/3 of the way through the first quarter.
It's certainly interesting what they're going to do in the midfield here, because we know Stone is just dominating in the ruck here. And I'm looking at the South Lonnie midfielders, even the North Lonnie, because they can win this ball pretty easy.
Yeah, I don't know how nuanced Stone is. Well, that was because he just taps it to himself. Is that an extra possession anyway? He wins it up towards half forward. High ball up.
Ethan Lett approaches the ball.
He's been good, hasn't he? Brown there. He winds it out. Now Griffith for the Bombers. Missed him. Running past was Cook. He needs to get busy for the Dogs to get themselves back in this game. They're still very much in this one. Duffy and Stone. And then he's unopposed. He's going to have a bounce. Another one. He can nearly kick it from here. Clever. Hamble over the top. They're lining up here. He's going to get it back. They had to tackle. He was hanging off as he kicks a goal. What a one-man show.
Unbelievable play by Stone. He even had that player hanging off the back of him, and he didn't even feel it. And he's gone through and slotted the goal after bouncing the ball through.
Oh, we've seen a Rippers. Cox in that first game kicked one of the great goals, but look at this replay. So 2 bounces. And then he does the unselfish thing with a handball over the top. The old 1-2. And there's like the little dog, the little chihuahua hanging off him. Barney Rubble storms through and Dobbs one. Wow.
He is on fire. Do you reckon he'll tap it to himself again here, Peach? Because he's doing everything all over the ground.
It doesn't seem fair that someone who hit puberty a little bit earlier than everyone else, it's a bit big. He is a little bigger than everyone else, to be fair. He's completely dominating at the moment, and he did. He tried to tap it down to Bardenhagen. What a combination those two have been today. South Lonnie have held it up. Now it's out towards Rodden. Or Roden. It's a good little mark by Cook. He's getting involved. His left foot's good. Dangerous ball. Good lead out. Keating was on the move. Gamble tries to tap it down to Keating. He's good around the ball, Keating. Just now and again he needs to be a bit cleaner, Pokey. Still, ball is live out towards the pocket. Defending gamely here on towards Residus and out of bounds in the fall. So another opportunity for South to launch the ball back inside with the Espadrille gumboot with the ball.
Certainly, what is the name for a small gumboot, Pete?
Well, I don't think there is a name. Just small gumboot. I think it is small gumboot.
Small gumboot.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to what you're saying about Keating. He's got talent, but he certainly needs to get himself involved in the game, put his head over the ball.
Yeah, that confidence of knowing you might take some contact and still get your head up and look for a teammate. So, ball up here, 55 around from the Dogs' goal. And down a couple, so a goal apiece. In fact, sorry, 2 goals to North in this quarter after going goalless, but kicking 5 behinds in the second quarter. Bardenhagen trying to win it through. Hands of Poke over the top. Roden out, gets off 1. And he gives away 3. That's holding the ball, so they've been good in tackling. Nice work there. So Poke with it. The kick is dangerous. He was trying to find Cook. Keating involved. Now it's down towards Gardner. Keating again. Quick shot on goal. They've got one back. Great little passage. I think it's Cook, is it?
It is Cookie, our import from Hong Kong, and he actually slotted that one on the right foot there, but it got back to the tackle by Poke, and the movement by Keating, numbers around the ball, obviously the handball out to Cook, and they slotted the goal.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, really that second quarter was pretty even. Outside the dominance of a couple of the bigger number players for North Launceston in general play, you'd nearly say South are matching them at the moment. That's a really good finish from Cook, who's had a couple of touches. You mentioned he need to get involved, Pokey, around the goals. He could be a dangerous live wire for South, and they're down by 13.
Certainly back in the middle here. Stone gets a tap down, straight down to North Launceston. Fantastic there. Stone again.
And look at that kick. He's kicking at 45 metres. I mean, you just can't beat that. It falls straight in the hands of Lucas Walker.
He'd certainly have a sore boot, Stone.
Yeah, well, just that last goal, that'll be replayed over and over again. I could actually see the replay again to see he was hanging off him, because it didn't even slow him down.
No.
Would have needed 2.
It's like a big tractor just going through, plowing up a paddock.
The kick's going to land just short the goal square. There's Brown. It's going to get tapped through it. No, Campbell's got it. So Campbell Brown now gets on his bike, as he has done throughout the day. Not the best kick from him, because Griffin was involved. He gets it back again, gets his nose down over the football. Long ball out. It's going to be pinched back again, though. South trying to get some numbers around. There's Crawford and a ball up. That was an okay result then for South.
It was a great little tackle there by Hume, 53. And stopped the play there on their half-forward line.
So rock contest, Stone once again wins it. Then he dishes out the handball. The ball now launches up to the hot spot. Easily at the back of the pack. It's been chopped, though, by Jarman. Swings it around high. Self's in the best spot. Bounces away from him. Starting to get a bit lively out there. The locals starting to get involved.
Yeah, certainly the crowd are into it, and it's fantastic for under 14 footy. Oh, he's taking a bounce in the back pocket there.
I didn't see the bounce because I was looking up at the time of Duff. I can hear Duff talking and goes, the bounce. What bounce? I didn't see it. Like a little ninja bounce. What's unreal. You do see some people that naturally, as soon as they get the booty, they can just bounce it. Yeah. Anyway, Stone in best spot. He's always going to get that one amongst the pack of dogs. He's 55 metres out. He's going to launch it right to the top, where he might even try and go short. Well, he did try and go short. He was looking for Griffith. He can't get it. Handball by Self, a little wider towards Newstead. Yeah, get after it. Exactly. Shipper, he kicked the goal a little while ago, takes it over the boundary line. There's a bit, I mean, the rivalry's not quite as big these days, Poker, between South and North, but it's still underlying, isn't it? And even in junior footy.
Yeah, it certainly is. You know, and if we look at the fantastic competition, the NTJFA over the next few years, and what happens in those pathways, I think there'll be a nice little rivalry there, which will build up again. As we're back in that level.
Been happy with Lett today. He's been really good off half back. He goes a little while out to Shipper. He looks up. He has no one to kick it to. He has got a 1-on-1, and he go a bit further afield, trying to find McLaren. Needs to get the good bounce. Nearly held. That was good from McLaren. You need to hold up, but Hayden pinches it. They're away here, the runners. They love to run. Long entry inside. Brown at the back. A little bit too far for him. Laidlaw, and that might have gone through. I think that was touched. No, it wasn't.
Fantastic goal there by North Lonnie, and a great run through the centre to get through and clear the back line of South Lonnie there to kick a goal.
So Baker with the goal for North. We'll see this one, a lengthy ball. You see him on the edge here, Baker, and he follows up nicely from the handball from Bardenhagen. He's just outside the square here. Just one step outside the square. He's kicked that from 57 metres. It's rolled another 10 or 12. And he's responded with a goal and they extend to a game-high 19-point lead.
There's a little bit of a dusty don't argue there through the centre there.
It was good because it could have been claimed high too. Just got it low enough. That was a wonderful solo goal. We've seen two rippers. And is there a 666 infringement here? Might have missed it. Anyway, up towards half forward. So they've flicked the switch here. North Lonnie. Stone's got it. Goes to Brown. Can't mark it. Ground level. Lett. Wide ball for him. Trying to find Crawford. Coming back over the top was Jetson. He looks up. Doesn't have much to offer. Shipper involved. A little nudge off the ground by Poke. Good hands from Hart. All around and wide to Williams. One-on-one contest at half forward. Eludes both players. Now it's been bashed back. Lawrence gets it. He's another good runner. Clever from Lawrence. That's a brilliant kick. Shipper needed to kill that one, but he didn't. There's a lot of don't argues out there at the moment, isn't there? As Roden goes further forward, picks it up again. Be careful here. He's going to go over the boundary line as he's escorted over the boundary line. Can't possibly be called for deliberate. They have.
I'm not sure what's going on here, Peach, but I believe he was sort of tackled, but there's been a free kick to North Lonnie.
Yeah, so he's saying that's deliberate. I mean, he did deliberately run over, but that's not the rule, is it? You've got to, if you're being someone contesting with, that's not a free kick. That's my understanding of the rules. Anyway, Jackson Brown kicks the goal.
I think it just adds to the excitement of this game, Peach. We've got snow on the mountain. We've got players. We've got 11 people on the bench for North. We've got Stone, who we've mentioned about 1,000 times.
We've had to check his birth certificate. No, we know he's just a big boy. The whole family are a great size for football. So my take on the rule is, once again, we mentioned when Roach was on earlier, we both agree we don't know the rules. Not completely anyway. And I thought he was, we'll look it up at quarter time, but the umpires have done a great job. It's been really well adjudicated so far. There are the black and red colours of North Launceston.
We've had a change here. No Stone in the ruck. It's Lawrence. Lawrence up.
I mean, he looks pretty capable, Lawrence, doesn't he, in the ruck? He wins it down. Hart missed the footy. Now it's back to Bardenhagen. Flicks out a handball. Rositas now. Dudman lost possession. He'll probably get a free.
Come back to your last comment with the umpires there. Dingo Dengate, fantastic out there with his. He's an icon of the umpiring in northern Tasmania, so doing a great job out there with Leonard.
Yeah, no issues with the umpires. They've been on the money today in all the games so far. It's a tough gig. It's also important that they get their opportunity in a grand final to play here. Well, to umpire here is Lawrence involved in the ruck contest. Taken low, Williams. He might win a free kick as that tackle just slipped a little bit. And Rupert Williams, just off half-back gamble, might have been taken high. Not called by the umpire. Now it's been called a throw, so he will get the free kick. It's in the hands of Crawford. Static forward line. Is he just going to bash it up to Gamble? It's going to go over his head. That was a high climb up by Baker. Had a couple of moments, Baker, today. Hasn't had a lot of the ball. just over the soft spot, just the northern side of the middle of the ground. Bardenhagen with a little flick handball out the side. Dashing out the side was Williams for South Launceston, up towards half forward. The kick's not really going to favour his team as Duffy comes over the top. There goes Lawrence again with speed and the left boot's delicious.
Certainly stepping up since Stone's gone to centre half forward, but I think South Launceston's going to run out of time here through Brown as he approaches centre half forward to Gamble.
I don't think Gamble's gumboot. The Espadrille hasn't got the legs, and that's 3/4 time. A couple of late goals to North Lonnie after a really good early charge. They kicked 2 goals in that quarter, South, but North responded with 4 of their own to maybe get a game high and a commanding lead by 25 points. Goal kickers Brown with 3. Got a little, maybe an easy one late. A goal to Jarman, goal to Baker and Stone. And single goal kickers for Souths. Shipper's got 1, Cook's got 1, who kicked 1 in that quarter, and Garwood. Here's the goal from Stone. Let's have a look at this replay. We'll try and pick up on which kid was hanging off his shirt at the very end. Who's that there, Poke?
Self.
Self. So Self probably weighs 45 wet. Stone weighs a lot more than that, and he could not stop him kicking one of the goals of the year. But a couple of comments before we have our last change in this 14 Div 2 grand final.
Yeah, look, as the coaches for South Lonnie walk out there with their board, Christian Cook and Matty Gamble, I can see they're having a long chat, and there's a lot of hand movement going on. Looking at the body language of the North Lonnie players, they're looking up and about, and it's great to see. Jackson Stone there with the board with the 29 players. 29 players there. But look, you never know what happens in a grand final, certainly in the last quarter. We know with some games they can turn very quickly, so we'll see what happens in this final quarter.
Who are the leaders for South that can sort of motivate and get them going on the ground?
Look, they're all Year 7 boys, so they're bottom age, this team, but there's certainly a lot of them who have leadership potential. I'd certainly be looking at Rupert Williams and Ethan Lett, Seb Poke, and even Junior Gumboot Gamble.
Yep.
He might need to step up.
Okay, let's see if we can. Maybe Hart's involved there as well for some chats. We'll have a break here in the stream. Last quarter action for both clubs, or I should say for both teams. 6-9-45 to 3-2-20 here in the 14 Division 2 grand final.
Welcome to IGA, your homegrown Tasmanian supermarket, where you'll always find homegrown Tasmanian value and the friendly homegrown Tasmanian service we're famous for.
Thanks, Simone.
And with more than 80 stores across the state, homegrown Tasmanian convenience is just around the corner, where we are proud to stock hundreds of homegrown Tasmanian products, supporting Tasmanian farmers and producers. And because we're homegrown, we understand the importance of supporting our local community. So next time you shop, visit your local IGA, because homegrown is better. Visit igatas.com.au to find out more.
All right, 15 more minutes left in both teams' season. There's Matty down there, Gumboot. He does walk like his boy, or his boy walks like him, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, what is that, nurture over nature or whatever. We've got some footage of Gumboot later too, so if you're a fan of the Gamble family, get on board. Brown's 3 goals been decisive. Stone in the ruck has been electric, but South need to score in the first couple of minutes, don't they, Pokey?
Certainly do, and it's going to start in here. And I'm a little bit nervous about Stone. He has it on a string here, and as Bardenhagen's in the middle there too.
So Bardenhagen and Stone, he wins it again, and then he left boot launches a bomb towards half forward. We've got some defenders in the way. Williams involved for South. The ball's cleared. Nice little space to run. Duffy involved. He gets held maybe without the football. The umpire said, no, he is fine. Cook gets it. His delivery's really good. It's better. And it's found Keating. probably too far out to score. There's a player at the back. Gamble's over the back. He's gone long. That's good.
So we'll go with there. And a great little passage there by Ollie Keating, who we gave a little shout out there too before. But look, Will Garwood is a very big chance here, and if they slot this one through, it's certainly going to put a few little nerves just in the North Lonnie.
Well, the thing is, Garwood kicked one from here, but he rushed it last time. Now, this time he's taking plenty of time. He's 40 metres out, directly in front to keep them in touch. It's going to fall short. Keating at the front of the pack. It falls to the ground. Gamble does the ball, the do-si-do-do, off the ground. It's going to just fall short. That's definitely behind. Now they're going to say, is that deliberate? No, it's a point. We think the rule is, and we looked it up, but there might be an extra part to the rule which saying you must make, if you think you can make an attempt. So it may have been correct a few moments ago. That kick's poor. It's found Norton. You like this Jet boy? Well, he's got a player over the top there. He did a wild gamble in the pocket's going to miss him. Hutton involved. And Bombers defend for now, but it's all south early doors. As Stone cannot be tackled. He cannot be tackled. Barton Hagen can be tackled, but he gets the clearing kick.
He can be tackled, but he
can't be stopped.
Can't be stopped.
He cannot.
At this stage, I think we could put the whole South Lonnie team on him, and he would keep going forward.
It would be amusing. And a short option and finds Hutton. So they needed a goal in that last passage as 2 minutes went by. Here we go.
Ground ball. Can he get it? He gets it again, Stone. He's unstoppable.
It's a bit like Goliath out there at the moment. He's so much difference in size and shape. Knocked down by French.
Certainly not sure on the possession count by Stone, but we had a record in Ninja Stadium there last week, wasn't
we
it?
did
Or
too.
A couple of weeks ago.
56, was it?
56. I reckon we're pushing 76 with Stone at the moment.
Yeah, we counted the tap to himself as well. Is that a hit out to himself?
Could possibly be, but it's been great to watch him.
Yeah, great athlete. And it's certainly, he's not slow either. He's got just enough speed to burn off some of these quick South Launceston players. As we have a ball up, a ruck contest victory for either side. Crawford looked like he may have been taken high, called by the umpire. Tapped along the boundary line and finds the hands of Williams out of bounds. So dominant display. North finally getting their kicking right as they bang through 4 in that second, I should say third quarter, after going points only in the second. Clever from Lawrence, who's been terrific today. Stone high. Didn't mark it. Barton Hagen at the ground. Tries to find his way through. Stone does get tackled, does get pulled, doesn't get stopped. Dudman, he gets stopped. Gets squished into the park. Great job by Shipper.
Yeah, certainly a great little tackle there by Shipper. And Shipper, this is his second year at Football South Lonnie. Comes from a soccer background and has certainly embraced the game this year.
Well, that's not a bad kick, but he needed his teammate to mark the footy. Now it's been picked up by Baker. He steadies the ship. Oh, no, Brown. Beautiful delivery. And Brown once again in front and once again having a set shot from 25 metres out.
He's certainly been good,
Hang on, there's something going on here. Oh, no, they're just saying anti-density. Great stuff from the umpires. Just ensuring that anti-density is in place. So 6 players behind halfway for both sides. So this will probably do it, wouldn't it, Pokey?
Oh, I think so. And I like the movement of this player in Brown. And
he's missed another.
Certainly gone across.
Kicking's been his thing that's let him down after what's been a terrific delivery into his hands throughout the day, particularly that first quarter. But he's let himself down in front of goals. Lockie French off halfback delivers a little further afield. Here's the hands again of Baker. He's had a good second half, swinging handball out. And that's a nice delivery as Norton has moved up the field. That's good from Norton. Get the ball through the corridor. Gamble. He's been good enough today. Here comes Keating. Let's get it in front of himself. If he does, he's on here. Get the ball to stay up. Oh, he just needed something to happen for himself. That's holding the footy.
I think that's holding the footy there.
That's a good job.
It's a great tackle by Keating. Oh, no, it's Will Garwood.
I would have thought it's Keating's ball. He's got Garwood. He goes short. It's an interesting ball and not the best delivery. He was trying to find Cookie, and the chef was unable to get it.
Bardenhagen, who was electric in that first quarter, obviously
Yeah.
kicking out of halfback there.
He's been a little quieter, but hasn't had as much needed to do as a few of the other Bombers players have risen to the occasion.
Well, I think that happens when you've got Stone and Lawrence taking the ball and passing to each other. But look, it's a dangerous time now for South Lonnie, but look, they're approaching their forward line here.
Yeah, that was good from Gamble. That's nearly high, or could be holding the ball on Baker, and the umpire's going to say it is holding the football and a free kick hit. That's probably the 5th really good tackle from from Harry Gamble. The espadrille goes up high, can't get it into anyone's hands. A ground level shipper, it's still inside the play. Nearly Petts' hands. North Launceston defend for now. Been a while since North Lonnie's had an NTJFA premiership as well. I'm actually trying to think, might have been 14 girls a few years ago. I have to check that one. Haven't played in too many over the last few years. So a ball up around 30 metres out. We've gone nearly 7 minutes in the last quarter with North Launceston in front. Clever from Shipper. He's got one, or is it touched it? Oh, they had a think. They had a think. And it looked like there was fingertips on it, and the umpire was very much in the right spot. Yep, definitely touched.
Yeah, great call by the umpire there.
Yeah, super position. Go back and look at that one on the replay. Baker shows some leg speed. Didn't have the footy though, but his legs kept moving. Poke, been good at the ground. And there's another missed handball. Just a couple of sloppy errors as Hutton had a few touches in this quarter. And the umpire's found a south free kick. Certainly, I mean, general play, just those individual players have had the big influence, haven't they, Pokey, for North?
Certainly have. You take those 3 or so players out for North, and I'd say it's an even spread. But look, that's footy, and it's full credit to North Lonnie here.
Yep, and that's the point, isn't it? In this sort of level, 3 or 4 guys can have really big influence, particularly in the sort of the bottom age players, where there are upper age and lower age players. As Crawford ends up in his backside, it might win a free kick. So the lead comes from Norton. Now they come in and he's going to just sneak it at the back. There goes Shipper. It's a dangerous kick for Gamble, but it's been swung down, and Rositas wins the mark.
Certainly there, South Lonnie players need to spoil that, bring it to the ground. There was 3 players there to 1 North, and they're the little things that can cost the grand final.
So quick exit outside their defensive area. Here he is. Well, he's actually been beaten here by Hart. The ball just going the right way for him. Brown there. Baker, he gets a little nudge off the footy. He's harassed by Cook. Dudman at the back of the pack. Keating can't win the footy. Now Baker gets it back. Out wide to the run of Griffin, who's been pretty good today. Had a good first half. Looks up, has a player just over the top, but not a lot of options for him.
Certainly a bit of room out there, Peach, out on the far wing near the on the snow side.
Yeah, I reckon there might still be a bit falling up there later tonight too. It's over the boundary line. So we've gone nearly 10. It's a 16:46 to 3:4:22. North Launceston Bomber lead. As the coaching staff for North and be more than happy and satisfied with their team's effort. Just missing Division 1 grand final, I should say finals. So they very much deserve to be in the Division 2. Stone, 1 way, 2 way, shows the football, Jordan-like. The size 4 looks very small in his hands.
He's my favourite player out here from both teams. I know I'm president of South Lonnie, but Stone is fantastic.
But I mean, just the athleticism, the commitment, it's got good. He's been mostly in the ruck. There's probably been periods he's had a break in that third quarter. But he's covered some ground. There's a good tank on him. It's a good tank on this boy too, as Campbell Brown went for the run and ran out and got held up by Baker, who's had a good second half. Brown couldn't win it. Flying ball comes out of defence for South Lonnie. Might be coming back again though. Little sling tackle, not called. They could get a bit of run happening here, but it's a 1-on-3, so it's not really advantage anyone. Duffy and shoved off the ball, and South to win a free. So there's been a few sloppy bits of football from North, but they've got the metric advantage at the moment.
Certainly have, as Cook penetrates that ball to the centre half forward line. It's over to Shipper. Young Gumbo Gamble chases through the North, feed out on the far wing.
We can let you have a bit of play-by-play if you want, Pokey. You've got to know the players' numbers, though, that's all.
Look, it has been a challenge, the North Lonnie numbers, but I will give it a little go here.
Give it a go, mate.
It's Jet Norton pumps that ball into number 73. As I said, the big numbers are confusing, but Gardner, once again, another famous name for North Lonnie, sitting here in the half-back line. As he kicks it out towards the wing there, we've got... Back over to you, Peach.
Good stuff, Pokey. Been good fun today. You've still got a few minutes to get through. Yeah, there is a nuance to commentating. I rarely commentate the same team twice in history, but I did South Lonnie girls 3 times this year, and I'm an expert on them now, but I don't think I'm going to get them in the grand final. They make it in the Premier League. Enjoyed those this year. The ball's on the ground. It's been knocked forward here by Roden. Second time for him involved in a contest. Here comes the runner, the racehorse in Brown. Delivers the ball up forward. That's good. South Lonnie now. A late goal would feel right. It feels like a 3 or 4 goal. That wasn't the best kick, though. As Rossitis does the job. In fact, it's Paris, I should say, in defence for the Bombers. So throw up here. Garwood will get to that first. The right fist was firm. It knocks the ball further field. Goes past Bardenhagen. On his backside was Brown. Those two are very similar players. And they've battled it out. And a great little contest.
It's been a great contest by Brown all day. He's across the 4 quarters. You'd have him in the best players, but certainly you've got Crawford, Shipper, who have certainly stepped up towards the end there of this game.
So late stages, there's about 2.5 minutes left. There he is, Stone.
He's my favourite player.
It's going to be hard to beat for Best On with he barrels it, pumps it further up the field, gains so much distance. Nice touch by Self. Little hold on the shirt of Walker. Not called by the umpire. Ball inside. North Launceston's forward line for the first time for a little while. Down on the ground is Lynch. He's trying to win it. Nearly a little push through Wiggins' legs, and now rushing out was Williams. His kick's a little indiscriminate, picked up by Cook. The chef can't win it, but the Stone can come through. Beats a couple, bashes it further forward. He's trying to find some hands of a North Lonnie forward, and he can't out of bounds. Brown's lurking. He's got 3. He wants 4.
Peach, how many possessions do you think Stone would have?
He'd be close to 40.
I'll be pushing 50.
You reckon? Okay, well... You and I, we can't say it on air, but we do get to choose who's best on ground as well, Pokey. So we'll do that as the siren goes. But I feel like I know where there's a couple here. Bardenhagen's had some really good touches. There's a few to choose from. South have had plenty of good numbers around the ball. Brown's been one of their better players. Now it's Self involved. He laid, slippery ball and a behind. And the lead gets extended to 6:11:47 to 3:4:22. We've got 70 seconds left in the grand final. It's about 8 or 9 degrees here at York Park. Launceston, the northern capital of Tasmania. Buzzing of junior footy. Big crowd in play here today as the ball goes over the boundary line in front of Shipper.
Look, it's been a great game, Peach, and look, certainly those 3 or 4 North Lonnie players have been the standout, and I'd say the difference across the game. But look, the South Lonnie boys, they can hold their heads high as bottom age boys in the under-14s as we approach the last 40 seconds.
Yeah, Roden with the ball, long ball up towards half forward, nearly falling into the hands of number 60 Jarman, who went from 30 to 60 because someone melted his jumper. Mrs. Duffy melted his jumper. I think that's the word on the street. But we need volunteers doing things like cleaning jumpers, and may have had the wrong setting on the washing machine or dryer potentially. But they've run the rinse through this one, and the rinse has gone through Stone's hair, and the rinse has gone through his stats. They've been unbelievable. Maybe a late goal was going to be kicked and missed by Roden. But it's going to be a North victory in the Div 2-14's grand final. 6:13:49 to 3:4:22. It's been a wonderful effort as the little Bombers come out in the ground and they celebrate a grand final. And South, great effort from them coming from 9th, which sounds confusing. but they came from the elimination route into Division 2, and there's some excitement amongst those North Lonnie players. 3 goals to Brown was key, and singles to Jarman, Baker and Stone. And Stone's goal will be shown many, many times. Out of the middle, bounce, handball receive. He had a chihuahua hanging off him, and in the end, he kicked the goal. Shipper, Cook and Garwood all slotted through goals for South Launceston. We're going to mention a couple of the better players. Thanks, Brendan, for coming in and chatting. And then we've got the Matty Gamble special, the Gumboot special. Are we doing that, Jerry? We're not doing it. I just got told we can't do it. Well, we might do it, put in the highlights package. But Pokey, some last few minutes from you, and then we'll have the presentation.
Yeah, look, Peach, it's been a fantastic little game. Look, the results didn't go to South Lonnie, but full credit to North Launceston Football Club. They've been the top team in the Tier 2 division, and, you know, they've got the chocolates today, and some great passages of play throughout the game. As we said, Bardenhagen set up the game early. You had Lawrence, you had Big Brownie down the forward line, and obviously Stone, who gave a full 4-quarter effort across the game. Yeah, fantastic from Stone today. And a wonderful effort from North Launceston. They've got the victory, 6-13-49 to 3-4-22. We'll have the presentations. Thanks, Brendan, for jumping in and giving us some insights from South Lonnie, a team with a lot, I should say a club with a lot of teams throughout the next couple of days, and the celebrations will continue. There's Bardenhagen getting a hug potentially from a sibling. He was wonderful today. But the game was Stones. He did the job. There he is, front and centre. He is a mammoth player, and he had a great day today. We hope you enjoyed this one. North Launceston, their first premiership across these NTJFA Grand Final weekends. Bye for now. No, they're still very much in this one. Duffy and Stone, and then he's unopposed. He's going to have a bounce. Another one. He can nearly kick it from here. Clever. Handball over the top. They're lining up here. He's going to get it back. They had to tackle. He was hanging off as he kicks a goal. What a one-man show. Unbelievable play by Stone. He even had that player hanging off the back of him, and he didn't even feel it. He's gone through and slotted the goal after bouncing the ball through.
Oh, we've seen a Rippers. Cox in that first game kicked one of the great goals, but look at this replay. So 2 bounces, and then he does the unselfish thing with a handball over the top. The old 1-2. And there's like the little dog, the little chihuahua hanging off him. Barney Rubble storms through and dobs one. Wow.
He is on.
It was a very exciting game. Congratulations to both teams, and well done on your efforts to get to this day. Just wanted to, first of all, take some time to thank all of the people that make the day possible, and you've both got really great support teams and lots of really passionate people around you that help you to get to days like this. So thank you to all those people. Let's give all your support a round of applause. We also need to recognise our umpires, without who we would not have this great game. So if we can have someone come forward to accept the umpires' medals. Well done, and thank you. Do you want just, sorry, so sorry. Well done. It's now my pleasure to announce the best on ground for this game, and today the best on ground is Bo Stone from the North Launceston Football Club. Just in the middle, Bo. Well done, Bo. Now I'll call for the coach, Drew Bardenhagen, for a few words.
All right, no worries, thank you. All right, I'd just like to thank the NTJFA for the day and the umpires. Our boys, awesome. I told you to have belief in yourselves, and I knew you could do it. And today you got rewarded for your hard work and your effort you put out all season. South boys, commiserations to you guys. You're obviously all underages, grade 7s, so you're going to be here again next year, and I reckon you'll be the top team to beat, okay? So keep your heads up high, and yeah, you'll be a force to be reckoned with in 26. So well done. All right. We've got Chase Facilities. Just there, mate, will do. Lucas Wager. Angus Dublin. Xavier Triffett. Judah Barker. Mason Hume. A sneaky little forward pocket, Chevy. Lockie Colgrave. Jason Cooper. Will Hordle. Carter Banfield. Jacko Wallace. Lachlan Price. Braxton Lawrence. James Bonner. What's Tarkin's last name? What was that? Roden. Tarkin Roden. Oliver Terry. Jaden Hutton. Cooper Wadley. Chase Griffin. Seth Duffy. Ethan Wise. Lucas Walker. Jackson Brown. Bowie Gardner. Wayne O'Siggins. Our vice captain this year, Alfie Jetson. One of our co-captains, he's already got a medal around his neck, Bowie Stone. And the other co-captain, Cooper Bardenhagen. Well done, boys.
Play. Still the anti-density playing as a group of players find their way around the footy. French involved.
It's a big mark.
I should say it's not French, I should say it's Brown involved, and he takes a great grab.
Fantastic grab right in front of the... Makes a spoil with Ethan Lett kicking it out wide there.
Yeah, it's a good ball, but Stone again just a little bit too big as he releases it out. So Stone looks for someone further afield. It's a long searching ball in. He's looking for Brown. And Brown again takes his second contested mark.
Too strong, those big boys. They're very strong. South Lonnie need to be looking around those players as they keep putting it back to them.
So the defenders for who's on Stone at the moment, I should say who's on Brown at the moment,
That looks like
might be
Swain,
isn't it?
Swain.
So the kick on goal floats its way through. I was about to say the Robins. The Bombers are away.
Bombers are up. Get the first goal on the board.
So big favourites into this grand final, the Bombers team. They've got some nice little run on here now. They're on their bikes up towards Williams. Good ball from Williams.
Ollie Keating there takes the grab about 40 metres out. He's looking around.
It was a nice lead from Keating, wasn't it?
It was a fantastic lead, and it's good to see him get an early mark early
well, look
in the
at
game.
this. He's got to play it. Well, he had all by himself was White Garwood, and unfortunately overcooked the kick. Ball's going to come back out again. Let in there first. It just beats him in front of the South Lonnie faithful. Boundary line yelling out with a bit of energy. Into the pockets. And there he is again. Brown takes a great mark.
Just too big down there for Petsy at the moment. The coaching panel down there for South are going to have a really good think about what they're going to do with this tall timber.
I mean, it's hard to play him in front too, isn't it? Because he's got so much body. So Brown from 20. Brown delivers, and with all the play at one end of the ground, it goes to the right-hand side of the screen, the town end, and Brown responds for the Bombers.
Great goal there. I've just been watching the rotations here.
That was Slipper from Banfield. Cleverly knocks the ball over. Watch the Gardner.
Harry Gamble with a tackle there.
There you go. He's got involved in it. Skipper now. Here they come. The Dogs run forward, up towards half forward. The hands now of Garwood. He can't get it. He throws the North Launceston player. That's holding the ball. It's been shot on goal for Garwood.
Great tackle there by Garwood, and a great decision by Dengate, the central umpire.
Why is he playing on? He is playing on in their away.
Here he is.
It's a good kick too. Gamble's there. He's trying to get involved in the footy. It's probably a throw. And he knew it as well. He stopped in mid-play. First, he gets a bit too easily shoved off the football by Wise. Stone. Not very often that Stone gets taken out and holding the footy. Great stuff by Shipper. Now this is a tough spot. The Brad Cox Goodyear pocket. He's having a shot though. Curling around. It's a ripper. How about that? The slipper of Shipper was brilliant.
Great kick by Shipper, and I believe he's a left footer. So to do that on his right foot in the pocket, the Brad Cox Goodyear pocket is fantastic.
Unreal. So we'll just go back. They've got to come off in the right spot. And a couple of kids. Stone ruck contests miss. Dancing through number 5. That's another one that we don't have as well.
Stone kicks it into centre half forward. It's a great lead and a great mark there for North Launceston.
Yeah, so Jetson. He's had a little bit of the ball. And he's going to be kicking. And he could respond. 2-9-21 to 2-2-14. And here's Stone. That left boot's good, isn't it, Pokey?
He's unstoppable through that middle there.
Yeah, I reckon he'd knock you and I over. That's not the greatest kick. It's going to fall short. Straight into the hands. And it's found Jarman.
Jarman. Our new number change.
Yeah.
From 30 to 60.
Yeah, he's going down. That's good. We need lower numbers. And that's just poor in the end. It was straight over the head of Lynch. And they're going to respond here, the Bombers. Oh, hello. Jarman.
Love the celebration.
I don't know.
Is it Dursma?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's Essendon now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dursma, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a great goal.
Interesting. So a good response to the Bombers. They move the margin back out to 3-9-27 to 2-2-14. Their first goal since 2/3 the way through the first quarter.
It's certainly interesting what they're going to do in the midfield
game. They're still very much in this one. Duffy and Stone, and then he's unopposed. He's going to have a bounce. Another one. He can nearly kick it from here. Clever. Hamble over the top. They're lining up here. He's going to get it back. They had to tackle. He was hanging off as he kicks a goal. What a one-man show.
Unbelievable play by Stone. He even had that player hanging off the back of him, and he didn't even feel it. And he's gone through and slotted the goal after bouncing the ball through.
Oh, we've seen a rippers. Cox in that first game kicked one of the great goals, but look at this replay. So 2 bounces, and then he does the unselfish thing with a handball over the top. The old 1-2, and there's like the little dog, the little chihuahua hanging off him. Barney Rubble storms through and dobs one. Wow.
He is on fire. Do you reckon he'll tap it to himself again here, Peach?
Nice work there. So Poke with it. The kick is dangerous. He was trying to find Cook. Keating involved. Now it's down towards Gardner. Keating again. Quick shot on goal. They've got one back. Great little passage. I think it's Cook, is it?
It is Cookie, our import from Hong Kong, and he actually slotted that one on the right foot there, but it got back to the tackle by Poke, and the movement by Keating, numbers around the ball, obviously the handball out to Cook.
And the hot spot, easily at the back of the pack. It's been dropped though by Jarman. Swings it around high, self's in the best spot, bounces away from him. Starting to get a bit lively out there. The locals starting to get involved.
Yeah, certainly the crowd are into it, and it's fantastic for under 14 footy. Oh, he's taking a bounce in the back pocket there.
I didn't see the bounce because I was looking up at the time. I can hear Duff talking. He got the bounce. Find McLaren needs to get the good bounce. Nearly held. That was good from McLaren. You need to hold up, but Hayden pinches it. They're away here, the runners. They love to run. Long entry inside. Brown at the back. A little bit too far for him. Laidlaw, and that might have gone through. I think that was touched. No, it wasn't.
Fantastic goal there by Northlon, and a great run through the centre to get through and clear the back line.
Shipper needed to kill that one, but he didn't. There's a lot of don't argues out there at the moment, isn't there? As Roden goes further forward, picks it up again. Be careful here. He's going to go over the boundary line as he's escorted over the boundary line. Can't possibly be called for deliberate. They have.
I'm not sure what's going on here, Peach, but I believe he was sort of tackled, but there's been a free kick to Northlon.
Yeah, so he's saying that's deliberate. I mean, he did deliberately run over, but that's not the rule, is it? You've got to, if you're being someone contesting with, that's not a free kick. That's my understanding of the rules. Anyway, Jackson Brown kicks the goal.
I think it just adds to the excitement of this game, Peach. We've got snow on the mountain, we've got players, we've got 11.
Maybe a late goal was going to be kicked and missed by Roden. But it's going to be a North victory in the Div 2 14's grand final. 6-13-49 to 3-4-22. It's been a wonderful effort as the little Bombers come out the ground and they celebrate a grand final. And South, great effort from them coming from 9th, which sounds confusing, but they came from the elimination route in the Division 2, and there's some excitement amongst those North Bonnie players. 3 goals to Brown was key, and singles to Jarman, Baker and Stone. And Stone's goal will be shown many, many times. Out of the middle, bounce, handball received. He had a chihuahua hanging off him, and in the end, he kicked the goal. Shipper, Cook and Garwood all slotted through goals for South Launceston. We're going to mention a couple of the better players. Thanks, Brendan, for coming in and chatting. And then we've got the Matty Gamble special, the Gumboot special. Are we doing that, Jerry? We're not doing it. I just got told we can't do it. Well, we might do it, put in the highlights package. But Pokey, some last few minutes from you, and then we'll have the presentation.
Yeah, look, Peach, it's been a fantastic little game. Look, the results didn't go to South Lonnie, but full credit to North Launceston Football Club. They've been the top team in the Tier 2 division, and you know, they've got the chocolates today, and some great passages of play throughout the game. As we said, Bardenhagen set up the game early. You had Lawrence, you had Big Brownie down the forward line, and obviously Stone, who gave a full 4-quarter effort across the game. Yeah, fantastic from Stone today. And a wonderful effort from North Launceston. They've got the victory, 6-13-49 to 3-4-22. We'll have the presentations. Thanks, Brendan, for jumping in and giving us some insights from South Bonnie, a team with a lot, I should say a club with a lot of teams throughout the next couple of days, and the celebrations will continue. There's Bardenhagen getting a hug potentially from a sibling. He was wonderful today. But the game was Stones, and he did the job. There he is, front and centre. He is a mammoth player, and he had a great day today. We hope you enjoyed this one. North Launceston, their first premiership across these NTJFA Grand Final weekends. Bye for now.